This morning we're coming to you from Union Station, where they're setting up a new exhibit called Pumpkins and Politics. Some amazing carving, pumpkin carving going on here. We'll show that to you a little bit later on in the program. We're looking at some of the folks from Pumpkin Masters putting up a display called Pumpkins and Politics here at Union Station. It opens up this morning at 10 o'clock. We'll be running today through Saturday. We're going to take a look at some of this incredible work in just a few moments. Stay with us for that. And then later on in the program, we'll give you some tips on carving your own pumpkin. This morning we're coming to you from Union Station, where the folks from Pumpkin Masters have put together a display they're calling Pumpkins and Politics. It'll be here today through Saturday. It is a fascinating display. Joining us now is the founder of Pumpkin Masters. This is John Bardeen. Good morning, sir. Good to meet you.
Good morning, Tony. Glad to be here.
It is a pleasure to have you here. Before we talk about and take a look at the pumpkins, because they're incredible, let's talk a little bit about Pumpkin Masters. This is a family-run business.
That's correct. It grew out of a 50-year family tradition. I grew up carving pumpkins very intricately. It was a system developed by my father. And when he died in 1983, my four sisters and I, as a tribute to him, decided to put his ideas together in a pumpkin carving kit. And that's where Pumpkin Master started. And you all are now the largest suppliers of pumpkin carving equipment, which can be very intricate. Let's take a look at what some of this equipment can do. This is a political display, appropriate here for the time of year. We've got a number of the candidates represented. Tell me a little bit about the theme and what we're seeing here. Well, we have basically three areas where we have political candidates. We have all the presidents from Franklin Delano Roosevelt to the present carved. We have a second section that deals with art, so that we have Rodin's The Thinker.
Now this is absolutely incredible. Well, I just want to mention something. Can you demonstrate something? Can you prove to them that this is carved art? Because it looks like we're just projecting images onto these pumpkins.
Yes,
these are amazing.
Carved pumpkins. The reason we did the exhibit is to show people that the jack-o'-lantern can be more just than triangles. It can be really an art form.
And these are done by, you provide patterns? You have to get a pattern to do this?
Yes, we started with some patterns. For instance, the White House here, we start with a pattern that is drawn, then we tape it onto the pumpkin. Using a little poker, we poke along the design lines, and then we saw dot to dot using a little saw.
So it's got to be very, you can't achieve this kind of intricate design with your basic knife or steak knife or anything.
No, it's the little saw that really makes the difference. Now, it takes a lot of patience and a little skill to be able to do this. The White House, for instance, took me about an hour and a half to carve. The Clinton and Dole pumpkin portraits are probably 45 minutes apiece.
They're unbelievable, and it's a lot of work, and it's an art that doesn't last forever. How long will these pumpkins be good?
These pumpkins will be here for 3 days. We hope they will last. If they start sagging and wilting a little bit, we do have soaking bins where we go ahead, soak the pumpkins in water, they rehydrate and revitalize themselves.
All right, I'm not a candidate running for office, and I've never been a pumpkin before, but these fine folks have created a Tony Perkins pumpkin. This is rather bizarre, and it's it's amazing. It looks like me, I have to say. That's quite good. The display is Pumpkins and Politics. It's here at Union Station. Will be on display today through Saturday from 10 a.m. until 7 p.m. It is free of charge to come down. They're setting it up right now. It's not just these pumpkins, a lot more, a lot of other pumpkins as we go inside. We'll try and show you some of that coming up in just a little bit. John, thank you very much. Nice work on the Tony Perkins pumpkin there. We'll have more, and we'll do a little carving demonstration during the next hour, so stay with us for that. Now we're going to take a look at traffic. Monica Santani's with us. Monica, we don't have a Monica pumpkin, but we have, I guess, the next best thing. How about a Maryland pumpkin?
Hey, I like that. I thought I might turn out looking like the Wicked Witch or something, but this is great.
Well, we have one of those. We'll find that for you.
No, I'll take this.
These are all carved pumpkins. It's part of the Pumpkins and Politics display on exhibit here at Union Station today through Saturday from 10 a.m. until 7 p.m. It's kind of a presidential hall of fame, or a lot of political types here. You got Newt Gingrich, Jimmy Carter, Ronald Reagan, lots of fantastically displayed and carved pumpkins here. We're going to tell you how you can do this yourself coming up in just a little bit. This morning we've been showing you some real pumpkin artwork, and it is artwork. You can see this display here at Union Station for the next 3 days It's free of charge from 10 a.m. until 8 p.m. It is Pumpkins and Politics. A lot of it is politically themed, but you've got pumpkins of celebrities and of the Capitol and the Mona Lisa and all kinds of stuff. Absolutely incredible. Joining us now to talk a little bit about this pumpkin art is John Bardeen. He is the founder of Pumpkin Masters. They are the sellers of pumpkin and watermelon carving kits around the country. In fact, the biggest sellers in the world. John, again, thank you for joining us. Before we talk about the process involved here, can we show your kit? Not trying to turn this into a big commercial here, but to do the intricate artwork that you all do, you do need a kit, and this is what you sell. Tell me what the different pieces are here.
Well, basically the carving kit consists of 8 pumpkins plus this one, so there's 9. This is a scraper scoop for getting the insides, the pumpkin goop out. The poker is used to transfer the pattern from the onto the pumpkin. Mm-hmm. We have a little twist drill here for making little holes, and then there are 2 different size saws for carving the intricate features.
Okay, and you get the 8 different patterns, and essentially this equipment is necessary in order to do the fine detail work. It's also safer than taking a big knife and a saw and trying to hack away at a pumpkin. All right, tell us a little bit about the process. We have 3 different people here. First of all, we have Lee Renner. What is Lee working on?
Lee right now is scraping out the pumpkin. What we typically do for our displays is cut the bottom out so that we can then set them over a Christmas tree light bulb. Then people don't see the lid, and you don't have the problem with the lid caving in, so we do scrape it out very cleanly and cut it out on the bottom there.
You want to get as much out as you can. We have Alan Eha here. What is Alan doing? Oh, that's okay. Well, I guess necessary.
Yeah, right. Yes. Alan here is poking along the design line, and that transfers the pattern. It creates a series of dots, and then Carol Flug over here is sawing dot to dot.
Okay, after you've done the pattern, then you take the little saw and you just, and then the piece just drops out.
You just saw dot to dot. Using those skills you learned in kindergarten and 2nd grade, just follow the dots.
Now, if you don't have a pattern, these patterns come with the book, but if it, like we were talking just a moment ago, you got a request one day from someone, they wanted the Abbey Road album cover, which sounds like something I would want. How do you do that if you don't have the pattern?
Well, you can create your own patterns if you're creative, or in the case of the Abbey Road, we took the album cover, blew it up on a copier, and then transferred it onto the pumpkin and complete with Abbey Road lettering.
One of the secrets to being successful with this, I heard you earlier mentioning soaking your pumpkins. What is that all about?
Well, after a while, the pumpkins are out and they dehydrate and start to wilt and shrivel. And one of the things you can do to save your pumpkin for a longer time is to soak it in water. If you put a little bit of Clorox in it, it'll help keep the mold and fungus down. And that way your pumpkin can rehydrate itself and boost it. We do have 6 buckets on hand here, so that as our display pumpkins wilt a little, we will rehydrate them.
And what's the maximum shelf life for one of these pumpkins?
Some of the pumpkins will last 3 days. Others we've had that lasted a week.
Wow. Okay.
So some pumpkins are soft and tend to wilt quicker, and other ones are very woody and hardy.
All right, there you go. Woody and Hardy. There was a puppet show, I believe, in the 50s. These are absolutely gorgeous. It is Pumpkins and Politics on display here at Union Station for the next 3 days. The display opens up at 10 o'clock this morning, 10 till 8, today, Friday, and Saturday. Free of charge to come out and look. The pumpkins are not for sale. We've had people asking this morning. They're for display purposes only, and they will sell kits in order for you to be able to do this at home with some of your own patterns. John, thank you very much. Artists, we thank you very much as well. Thanks for coming out. We'll show you some more of this great artwork in just a few moments right now.